You are Locked On Texas Tech, your daily podcast on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, because I'd be remiss if I didn't before we move on. When it comes to limiting those explosive plays, I think gang tackling and excellent individual tackling also behooves any defense, right? And there's been some of that, man, just continues to be so impressive. Had a one-arm tackle, I think, in the open field on Saturday. It's a much different life we're living in that category as well, and that helps with all of the above. That's part of the scouting report to be discussed this week, Chris, but I want to turn our attention towards, say, the motivational report, some of the intangibles that are being discussed this week among the Red Raiders. You're going through a season like this, obviously, you're trying to pursue big prizes, put together something special and something that has rarely to never been done for this program. So there's ample motivation, I'm sure, within week to week, but it doesn't hurt to look outside as well for a reason to poke the bear or something to utilize. And one of the things I enjoyed hearing from Coach McGuire this week, I wanted to share with the audience if they have not heard it yet, was his thoughts behind sort of the process of continuing to stoke those flames as you roll into another big game. Arizona State doing as much to indicate they view it that way. And of course, still looking to maybe some doubt out there to help those home fires stay burning. Here's Red Raider head coach Joey McGuire.
I think that's whenever you look at it, that's why it's homecoming. I think that's why you're wearing an alternative jersey, and I get all that to get your team fired up. I will do the exact same thing. So it's definitely, we're constantly trying to find things to poke the bear and get our guys going. And I hope more. 2 weeks ago it was Barstool saying that we weren't Georgia or Ohio State or Alabama, and we're not. We're Texas Tech, and we're proud of it. And then last week I sent a text to Josh Pate saying thank you very much for saying there's going to be a coming down. He did it, so hopefully Max over here will write something or say something and say it's about time for Tech to lose, and I just show it to our guys, and they go, hey, let's go prove everybody wrong.
I am coachable. I want to do my part. Let me say, Chris, 9 sacks, child's play. I bet you can't get 10. What do you think?
Yeah, I like what you're doing there. Yeah, maybe we should just say it. Hey, you're losing this weekend.
Let's do our part, man.
In Tempe. Yeah. So yeah, let Joey put. Yeah, he's referring to Max Olson, who is embedded with the program for a couple of days of ESPN, and mentioned Josh Pate, who does some YouTubing as well, and he was on campus some of this summer and has done a podcast with Joey. This is like I find it funny because it's the homecoming and the alternate uniform. Does this sound familiar?
It does. Reminded me of something.
Like just a few days ago, actually.
If I see red smoke in the sky, I'm going to say that's copying a few too many notes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Joey even mentioned I'm always fascinated by this aspect of coaches' ability to figure out how to motivate. Like, do you ever run out of material? Do you ever run out of things to say before a game, at halftime, after a game, leading up to it? It's that part is fascinating to me. And there's so much out there that we see on social media that people have used, and there's quotes and sayings, but Joey's he even said special forces, like of the U.S. military, they've never won a home game. They're always in a foreign country. Yeah. I was like, it's a good point. He's digging deep for that one.
Technically accurate, yes. Something I haven't thought about before.
So he's like, if you want to get to her. But this is what is – because I listened to Coach Dillingham's deal recently that he had done with the media, and then obviously it was there in attendance for Coach McGuire's. Both guys will have plenty of material in this particular game, and it is so meaningful, and we kind of cited a lot of that over the weekend. But because I thought Kenny Dillingham was like, they're top 10. This is one of the top teams in the country. I don't know what they're ranked, but this is probably a top 5 team. They're all in. They have upgraded across at every position. They beat us last year. I mean, we were basically just. He's like, and we're wounded right now. Like we had our worst game in like out of the last 18 games we played, this was the worst one we've played. They kicked our butt, and
Great.
he was just like talking about the Utah game.
First, today's episode brought to you by Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app where making the right call can actually pay off. We all make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right means cashing in. And with football back, Prize Picks is the simplest and fastest way to get in on the action. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player projections, and you can turn your takes into real prizes, all in less than 60 seconds. You're going to love how easy and simple it is to use. And of course, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today and use our code LOCKEDONCollege to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONCollege to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. With Prize Picks, run your game.
So he's just laying it all out there, and this is why this game should scare you to death if you're a Texas Tech team. And a Texas Tech head coach and all those things. You're going to get their best shot. They know it. This is the game that turns their entire thing around. And he actually went out of his way to say, we're 4-2. We're 2-1 in the league. We were 2-2 last year, and look where we went. We're just fine. I like where my program is at. And Kenny Dillingham is a dude, man, and he'll get those kids to believe what he's saying, just like Joey can get his kids to believe what he says. But all you have to do if you're Joey McGuire is put up a picture of Arizona State celebrating with the Big 12 trophy in AT&T and then put a picture of Ric Flair right next to it and say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And we beat the man last year, and we still didn't get the prize. You can't slip up. Everybody's gunning for you, but they have what you want. We put this all together to take down these particular people right here, and you're going to get a shot at them in their building. I mean, this is keep one foot in the tire. You're gonna get all of it from both of these guys. Both of these head coaches are going to be at their absolute best this week, and I'm here for it. But this is why I've just said this is the one. I'm not saying that you win anything by winning this game. Or lose everything by losing this game. But this is an important game to go get, more important than some of the others that you've played. But because you've won those other ones, it even creates more importance on this particular one.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree completely. There's no shortage of any motivational tactics in any direction for either of these coaches this week. And I would just like to restate 263 yards, sure, against Kansas, but can you do 275 on the road? Cameron Dickey, probably not. They should just play this entire segment because your motivational speech combined with my doubt, this is a road win.
I mean, Kenny Dillingham even said, because he was asked about, you guys didn't stop the run last week. And he's like, and then here comes Texas Tech with this guy. He's like, we've stopped the run in 17 of the last 18 games. We're not changing a thing. Like, we're really good at what we do around here. And so I'll tell you what they're not great at, though, is this is what is interesting about the Baron Morton aspect of things or the Will Hammond aspect of things. Their dirty little secret, though, is that